Hello, dear students of 8th class. I hope you all are good and well at your homes with your families. In this video, we will learn a very important topic. So, let's start today's class. You can see that we are going to start clauses here. And before taking the clauses, I hope you all know about the sentences because there are some similarities and some differences between these two topics. And if we talk about in a easy way that the clause is a part of a sentence. Okay, so let's start with this definition of clause. A clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb. What is clause? Clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb, and a clause is a smallest unit of a sentence. These are some examples which is here. The first example is Vishal stopped, okay, and the second one is he sang. As if we talk about the definition says a clause is a group of words. You can see Vishal stopped. There are two words in the sentence, okay, it means it is a group of word. And same thing is in the second example, he sang, right? He sang. There are also two words here, okay, it means it is also a group of words. And the second thing that is very important to clear the concept of the clause, that is a clause should have a subject and a verb. Okay, let's see. Vishal is our subject, right? And stopped, what is stopped? Stopped is a verb, right? So it is a clause because a clause is a group of words, right? It is a group of words, Vishal and stop. And the second things, the clause contains a subject and a verb. And the sentence Vishal stopped contains a subject and verb. Clear? And the second example, that is he sang, it is also a group of word and it contains a subject and a verb. He is the subject and sang is the verb, right? So we can say these two examples are clauses, right? समझ में आया? क्या आया समझ में? क्लॉज क्या होता है? क्लॉज अ ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड, शब्दों का समूह होता है दैट कंटेन्स अ सब्जेक्ट एंड अ वर्ब, जो कि सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब से मिलकर बना होता है. इट मीन्स क्लॉज में हमेशा क्या होगी? सब्जेक्ट होगा और वर्ब होगा. क्लियर? ओके, नाउ as I said very first in this video that clauses dependent on sentences because these are the part of sentences, or some clauses are sentences itself, right? Now we will discuss about similarities and differences between sentences and clauses so that we can easily find out our clause without any suspense, right? First of all, take about similarities. There are some similarities which is given here. We'll read it. If we talk about the sentence, a sentence is a group of words. You all know that what is sentence? A sentence is a group of words. Sentence क्या होता है? शब्दों का समूह होता है. And the second thing is a sentence is a combination of subject and verb. और जो sentence होता है उसमें भी क्या होता है? Subject and verb होता है. And if we talk about the clause, clause is a also group of words and clause is a combination of subject and verb. So these are the similarities of sentences and clauses. Okay, clear? We can say a clause is a sentence itself. अपने आप में जो क्लॉज होता है वो क्या होता है? एक सेंटेंस होता है, या ये भी कह सकते हैं जो सेंटेंस होता है वो अपने आप में एक क्लॉज ही होता है बिकॉज देयर इज सम सिमिलैरिटीज बिटवीन द क्लॉज एंड द सेंटेंस. नाउ this is the question that how can I identify the sentence, how can I identify the clause, कैसे पहचाने कि sentence क्या होता है और clause क्या होता है. So we will discuss about the differences between a sentence and a clause. Now what is the differences between a sentence and a clause? a sentence always gives a complete sense. You all know that a sentence always gives a complete sense, but a clause can give a complete sense or cannot. जो सेंटेंस होता है वो हमेशा क्या करेगा, एक कंप्लीट सेंस देगा, राइट, एक कंप्लीट मीनिंग देगा। बट जो क्लॉज होगा वो कंप्लीट सेंस दे भी सकता है, इट कैन गिव अ कंप्लीट सेंस, और कैन नॉट, और नहीं भी दे सकता है। समटाइम्स इट गिव्स अ कंप्लीट सेंस, कभी यह कंप्लीट सेंस देगा और कभी यह इनकम्प्लीट सेंस देगा। विल टेक द एग्जांपल, इफ ही कम्स आई विल हेल्प हिम। इट इज अ कंप्लीट, it is a whole example. If he comes I will help him. Okay, this is a, this is an example. If he comes I will help him, and I divided it into two parts. The first part is if he comes and the second part is I will help him, right? There are two parts in this example. Okay, now here he is our subject as you can see, and comes is our verb. Okay, he subject है और comes क्या है, verb है, because this sentence as you can see, if he comes, it has subject and it has also verb, right? It means it is a clause, because clause always contains the subject and the verb. If we talk about the second part, I will help him, I is the subject and help is our verb, right? It means it is also a clause because it has also subject and verb. But what is the difference between these two parts? The first part says if he comes, agar वह आता है, but it is not giving a complete sense. It is not giving a complete sense, it gives a, it gives an incomplete sense. अगर वह आता है, अगर वह आता है तो क्या, इसके आगे कुछ भी नहीं, कुछ भी हो सकता है, राइट? एंड द सेकंड पार्ट इज आई विल हेल्प यू, मैं तुम्हारी मदद करूंगा, राइट? इट गिव्स अ कंप्लीट सेंस, आई विल हेल्प यू। ओके, दिस सेंटेंस finished with this full stop, I will help you, मैं तुम्हारी मदद करूंगा। It is giving a complete sense, but the first part if he comes is not giving a complete sense, complete sense नहीं देता है, it is giving a, it is giving an incomplete sense. So we can say that this example proves that a clause can give a complete sense or it cannot give a complete sense. एक complete sense दे भी सकता है और complete sense नहीं भी दे सकता है. This is the main difference between the sentence and clause. Sentence always gives, remember, sentence always gives a complete sense, but a clause always cannot give a complete sense. Sometimes it gives a complete sense and sometimes it cannot. Okay, I hope you getting this. Now, kinds of clauses. We'll discuss about kinds of clauses. There are two kinds of clauses. How many kinds are there of clauses? There are two kinds of clauses. The first one is independent clause or main clause. Okay, and the second one is dependent clause or subordinate clause. So first of all, we'll take independent clause. What is independent clause? An independent clause could be a sentence by itself and always gives a complete sense. You can see subject plus verb is equal to complete sense. What is subject plus verb? Subject plus verb makes a clause, right? And when it gives a complete sense, it means it will be our independent clause. अगर कोई क्लॉज क्या देगा, कंप्लीट सेंस देगा, तो उसको क्या कहेंगे, इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज कहेंगे. इंडिपेंडेंट मीन्स हु डू नॉट डिपेंड ऑन अदर, जो दूसरे पे निर्भर नहीं है, अपने आप में ही निर्भर है और अपने आप में पूरा कंप्लीट सेंस देगा, वो क्या कहलाएगा, इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज कहलाएगा, राइट? ओके, नाउ टेक सम एग्जांपल्स. द फर्स्ट वन इज समिता सिंग्स. Second one is Samita sings a song. Third one is Samita sings a song and Anchal sweeps the floor. The first one is Samita sing. Samita is our subject, right? And sings is our verb. It means It is a clause. Clear? Because it contains a subject and a verb, and it is also a group of words, right? What is the definition of the clause? A clause is a group of words and that contains a subject and verb. With the help of this definition, we can say this is a clause, right? Because Samita is our subject and sings is our verb, right? And it is also a group of words. Clear? Does it give a complete sense? Yes, it is giving a complete sense. It gives a complete sense. Samita sings, Samita गाती है, समिता गाती है, अपने आप में ये जो सेंटेंस है ये कंप्लीट हो गया कि समिता गाती है, राइट? सो because it is giving a complete sense, we say that it is an independent clause. Getting my point? Right. Okay, now talk about the second. Samita sings a song. This is a group of word. It means it is a clause, right? Samita is our subject, sings is our verb, right? And a song, this is our object. Okay, does it give a complete sense? Yes, Samita sings a song. Samita एक गाना गाती है, और ये जो सेंटेंस है एक कंप्लीट सेंस देता है कि समिता गाना गाती है. इट मीन्स इट इज़ एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज, राइट? इसको किसी और क्लॉज की या किसी और सेंटेंस की, किसी और शब्द की आवश्यकता नहीं है अपने सेंस को पूरा करने के लिए. इट इज़ गिविंग अ कंप्लीट सेंस. नाउ मूविंग ऑन द थर्ड एग्जाम्पल. समिता सिंग्स अ सॉन्ग. समिता गाना गाती है. एंड आंचल स्वीप्स द फ्लोर. और आंचल फर्श साफ करती है. हियर वी सी दैट Samita sings a song and Anchal sweeps the floor. This sentence is divided into two parts. The first part says Samita sings a song, Samita एक गाना गाती है, and the second part says Anchal sweeps the floor. और second part कहता है कि आंचल फर्श साफ करती है, right? You see the first part is not depending on the second part. जो पहला पार्ट है वो सेकंड पार्ट पर डिपेंड नहीं है. समिता आंचल पर डिपेंड नहीं है, राइट? Okay, so because these two are not dependent on each other, so we can say that this is the example of independent clause. Clear? I hope you got it. Right, now we'll talk about the dependent clause. What is dependent clause? A dependent clause cannot stand by itself. It needs to be combined with an independent clause to make a full sense. जो dependent clause होगा, it cannot stand by itself. अपने आप में किसी दूसरे पे डिपेंड होगा, अपने आप में कंप्लीट सेंस नहीं देगा, राइट? इट नीड्स टू बी कंबाइंड विद एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज टू मेक अ फुल सेंस. इफ यू वांट टू कंप्लीट अ make sense, so it have to depend to another example, it have to depend on another clause. Okay, as you can see, subject plus verb, it makes the clause, and if he gives an incomplete sense, this will be the dependent clause. सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब क्या बनाते हैं? क्लॉज बनाते हैं. एंड जब वो क्लॉज इनकम्प्लीट सेंस देगा तब वह डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज कहलाएगा. और यहाँ पे इफ यू टॉक अबाउट इन दिस सब्जेक्ट प्लस वर्ब, जब कंप्लीट सेंस देंगे तब वह डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज बनाएंगे, राइट? दिस इज द मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन द इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज एंड द डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. Subject plus verb if is equal to complete sense, that will be independent clause, and subject plus verb if giving the incomplete sense, that will be our dependent clause, right? Now we'll talk about these examples. If he comes, right? The first one is if he comes, and the second one is if he comes I will help him. If he comes, he is our subject, comes is our verb. It means it is a clause. Getting? Okay. I will help him. I is our subject, help is our verb. It means it is a clause. But what is the difference between these two? The first part is giving incomplete sense. If he comes, अगर वह आता है, अगर वह आता है तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. ओके, अगर वह आता है तो वह खाना खाएगा, अगर वह आता है तो वह सोएगा, कुछ भी हो सकता है, समथिंग एल्स, कुछ भी हो सकता है. इट इज गिविंग एन इनकम्प्लीट सेंस. बट इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द सेकेंड पार्ट, आई विल हेल्प हिम, मैं तुम्हारी मदद करूंगा, राइट, इट इज गिविंग अ कंप्लीट सेंस. ओके, there is no need to other sentence, there is no need to other clause to fulfill the requirement. Okay, now, and if we combined the whole sentence from here to here, if he comes I will help him, अगर वह आएगा, if he comes, अगर वह आता है, I will help him, मैं उसकी मदद करूँगा. Now it is giving the complete sense. Okay, इफ ही कम्स, इस पार्ट को पूरा करने के लिए, इसको एक मीनिंगफुल सेंस देने के लिए हमने किसका यूज़ लिया, इस डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज का यूज़ लिया. आई विल हेल्प हिम, मैं उसकी मदद करूँगा, अगर वह आता है मैं उसकी मदद करूँगा, राइट. इस पार्ट को पूरा करने के लिए हमने इस पार्ट की मदद ली है. ये कैसा पार्ट है, ये है डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज है. ये इसको पूरा करने के लिए हमने इस डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज की मदद ली, या हम ऐसे भी कह सकते वी कैन से दैट इसको पूरा करने के लिए हमने जो है इस सेंटेंस की मदद ली है, राइट. सो ये क्या हो जाएगा, इफ ही कम्स, ये हमारा कैसा क्लॉज हो जाएगा, इट विल बी अवर डिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. ओके, सो I hope you'd have got the topic, and now you have to write it in your fair copy. And that's all for today's video. Take care and goodbye.